Well, processes of elections of the National Unity Platform and adoption of the decision of the highest governing body, that is the National Executive Committee, which in instance in 2020, because the party was unveiled on the 14th of July, slightly a few months away from the nomination. In 2020, we used this very process, but it was not as watertight as it is today.
What do you mean by watertight?
We didn't have much time to develop enough capacity with our processes and system like we have had time now, because I have told you that this was an adaptation that had been carried forward from a political party that was not that vibrant and with membership. And in 2020, it was more about who was available to hold our flag, because many people had been dissuaded as a result of the court case about the political party, whether it was actually going to participate in the that forthcoming election. It was put in a balance. So there were so many people who were left to the banks in fear of whether they would join a vehicle which would not take off. And of course, we given the timing, we had a few lapses here and there that we have been able to work around and make sure that this time the person who comes out as the winner, not only is he the winner in the minds of the people who carry 60% as a result of our belief in the people power as our foundation ideology. And today it is different. First of all, in the other election, it was 50-50. It was 50 in the vetting, it was 50 in the populace. Now, the National Executive Committee, in these new rules and guidelines, the population, because we are anchored on people power, will have 60%, and then this will be 40%. Now, that is part of the changes that are different from 2020 to where we are today. Of course, also there has been a change of members of the commission. This is a new group of people, being that those that were head of the commission were arrested and kept in coolers for some days. Some requested to be assigned other responsibilities. And we believe now it is more of a developed system, which is anchored by a new membership of the Electoral Management Committee. The cons then that we had a return of members who are not cognizant of our foundation, and those nearly took us aback our ideals and goals, but the steadfastness of the party and the leadership overcame that. We threw out the bad tomatoes, and here we are moving. We believe this system will avoid those lapses of having people who are not cognitive of our ideological standing and local standard.
Two questions before I go to the Honorable Minister.
Yes, please.
One, allegations of people buying the flag. Those allegations have stood from the past in 2020 to even as close as Kawempe North. Two, how do you measure loyalty?
First and foremost, there will always be allegations, but he who alleges must prove. And we have always sought out for facts. Even when I'm here on TV, you will not have those facts. It will be a blanket statement that this has been said. We have investigated the allegations whenever they come out, because it is also our duty, just as it is noted in the Bible, to dispel justice if there is anybody who believes that they have been unjustly treated in these processes. But I don't
Alex,
believe so.
Let's stick to those allegations.
I don't believe so.
The allegations were made against Chairman Nyazi.
By who?
They were made, and you said as a party you were going to investigate. No investigation report has been given.
There was hula baru made by a few individuals
Within your party?
Within the party, and the parties decided to put up a formal way of people putting in their challenges about the process. And as a matter of fact, the committee is available. It was given a week to have people come in and do the formal, because you see, a party and a form organization will not act from air. It will act from facts. We have called for these facts. We are waiting on them, and of course the committee is tasked to give us a report sooner or later. That will come, but as of now, you cannot castigate anybody of being at foul play without people bringing up facts. You know, this is a very disturbing period in politics. It is where blackmail and propaganda is at the forefront. If you are not muddle-headed to what you want to be, then you may fall off.
How do you measure loyalty?
The issue of Chairman Nyanzi. Chairman Nyanzi is not a member of the commission. He does not hold any responsibility close to the choice to the choosing of candidates. He doesn't. His docket is as far away as you can imagine, and I don't think he can beat the system. You see, this system, it is only that people don't want to look at its results. This system defeated those who claim today that were founders of the system. Mukau, Lubega, Kasibante, and others who did not get the ticket even when they were very close to the party leader. You all know about Patrick Omujuka. These 5 years, people have been lambasting my party president for not having overwhelmed the system and given the card to his own person. Even his own brother, Eddie Awe, did not get the Chira ticket.
Okay.
Now, those who mind to know the truth will always give it time.
In this process, how do you
talked
measure
about loyalty. Now, loyalty is not to the party. Our core values as a party, loyalty is one of the pillars. And loyalty is to the struggle. Loyalty to the struggle. Because you see, the National Unity Platform is not faced with challenges of procedure in modus operandi. We are affected and challenged by the system of those we are playing with in the field, in that we are pushed to always have ways of survival. For us, it's about survival. How do you survive in this political terrain?
Okay.
When you are being pounded, hounded, arrested, murdered by those that you are competing against.
But
now,
this is your
when you are
process.
a political... Yes, I'm saying, even in our internal processes, let me give you an example, for example. We had internal processes of 1 village, 9 youth, 1 umbrella. And this was youth elections. We agreed, first of all, we were organizing the first function at our party headquarters. That is when the military came and invaded our party headquarters to stop us from continuing with our election organization of the young people.
Okay.
We engaged with the police. Wait, because you spoke about internal processes. We engaged with the security operatives and the electoral commission. We agreed on a date that across the whole nation, we will be rolling out the 1 umbrella, 1 village, 9 youth. You know what happened? In our own internal processes, they were dispersed. Young people were arrested. They were clobbered across the whole country. Now, when you are dealing in circumstances where you are running an organization that is tussling out to survive from the bruteness of the rivals, then you need to act differently according to those different times.
Okay.
So the loyalty is not about to individuals or to the president. It is about the ideology and the struggle of what we must overcome no matter what. And that is why because of loyalty, people have lost lives.
Thank you.
People are in
Allow me
prison,
bring
but they
in
still
the Honorable
continue with
Minister.
whatever they are doing.
Honorable